This is Kenner, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I've got a Bleach Immortal Soul up today, so we got a few things to cover. All right, let's go ahead and talk about it. So we've still got the travel season going on, which is of course the event that's been going on ever since last week. This is the big traveling time over there in Asia right now. This event, it's not a bad event, you know. It's one of those common events, you know. They got so we find up if you want to get her. It's a pretty nice looking character, nice outfit and everything. There's not really anything interesting inside of the event in terms of items. They've switched from a Omni Shard reward to having this Soul Orb as the reward, which I've just hit 50. I did one pull on this at halfway through the event just to see if I could get a little bit more in terms of the coins. I want to get 10 of these right here. This is my goal. Okay, I'm not really interested about the character because I'm not going to be using the character. This game's not creating any new type of content. So anything, there's really no use spending any money, and she is going to be a limited edition character, so you're going to have to spend money to make her up. You know, I'm just going to wait until they come out with the new Thousand Year Blood War game, which I am sure will be out here shortly. We'll talk a little bit about the Bleach anime here in a few minutes, but let's go ahead and finish what we have in here. So I'm just trying to get the 10 so that I can actually get some of the tokens right here, which can then be used inside of the event shop, and I can get some shards for Halloween Nemu, which is the character I'm gracing my screen right here. So this is still going on. It's going to be gone for another. It's going to be gone for 3 days. Each time you choose the daily thing, it gives you 3 of the tickets, which you can then take to the tour challenge, do the 3 challenges, and that will get you 3 summons. So you should be able to minimum 3 summons a day. Plus they give every now and then throughout, they're going to be giving, not tomorrow, but the day after, they'll be giving you 2 more. So you should be able to get 3, 6, 9. So there should be 11 pools left on this. And hopefully I'll get 1-time token. if I get 1-time token, I'm not going to worry about it, because then or one of the gold tokens, then I'll be able to get some of the, I won't have to go all the way to 100 pools. I'm not planning on going to that, because I'm only at, I'm 23 pools away from that, so I've done 52 pools. I'm not going to spend any of my soul jade for this. I'm saving this soul jade for a soul box event, which has happened, but I'm not exactly sure where they pulled this soul box event from, because nobody wants this soul box event. It's for Urahara. He was just out like 4 weeks ago at a soul box event. I don't know why they put him out and it's not another one. So, you know, that's not one of the characters that I need. Neither of these are characters that I need. So I'm not going to be pulling on them. They're not bad characters per se. He's free. I mean, all you have to do to get him, I've already got him to 7-star, almost, and I have never pulled anything for him intentionally. It's just when you do a regular pull, he's actually in the Soul Jade Summit. Right here. So he's there. Okay, so there's really no need to actually, you know, I don't know why they need to put him inside of a soul box. I guess if somebody wanted to get him faster, but again, he's not a top. He's a good character, and he will serve you well through mid game, and you could use him some in late game. But you're not going to see him in any of the late game teams, because what he does, they're just tanks that are better. So I don't understand exactly what is up with this soul box event, but I'm not going to participate in it. But it's up for today. So if you need either of these characters, or if you're building any of these characters, then you might as well go ahead and pull on this. I won't. I have a set of characters that I'm waiting for. I've got Dagaichiko fully maxed out 7-star. I've got Kenpachi fully maxed out at 7-star. So I want to start working on getting Tensa and Waidichiko up. Or I'll even do Zazie or Korra V2 if that pops around. So, you know, I don't have any, but those are the characters that I'm looking for. If I see any of those pop up in a soul box, I will be pulling on it until I have enough to get them to 7 stars. I'm going to roughly need about 150 shards, because I already have 142 shards right now, Omni shards, which I'll be able to use in that. So whenever that happens, I'll be able to, you know, my goal is to get, I'm going to probably, you know, by the time another soul box event runs around, I should have a bunch more Omni shards, and combine those because I need about 100. So it's going to take me about 150. Between 250 to 300 shards away from each of them. Actually, it's a little bit more. I think it's closer to 300 on most of them. That I'm going to need to actually, because it's 360 shards to take a 6-star to a 7-star. 7 stars is as high as you can go, of course. So you're fully maxed out when you hit 7 stars. And like I said, I've already done it for Dan Gaiachiko because he had a soul box a while back, and I was able to get the shards for him. That's the work right now. So that's where I'm focusing on it. I'm not focusing on anything other than that and a long-term solution. I've got my team, and that's the team I'm going to play with until the game ends, which probably will not be too far in the future because the anime is coming out. So if you haven't heard, the 1,000-Year Blood War, the final arc of the manga, is going to be now produced into anime. Disney Plus won the streaming rights for that. I was dead set against that. I knew why, because I knew for a fact that Disney Plus was not going to be simulcasting Bleach if they got it. It's not the way they roll. You should have been everybody out there saying, "Oh, Disney Plus, Disney Plus." Well, yeah, crap. That's an idiot statement because the fact is, Disney doesn't give a rat's ass about what you want. Okay, Disney's not going to simulcast because it costs money to simulcast. So what is simulcast? Simulcast is it shows in Japan, and within a day you'll be seeing it everywhere else with the subtitles and everything. That takes money. And that takes time. That's something that Disney Plus is not going to put forward. You should have been asked. You should have been hoping for Crunchyroll to win the rights, even though you still have to pay for Crunchyroll. But you would have got simulcast. Okay, so you're not going to get simulcast. So what does that mean? Well, that means that Bleach is going to air in Japan, and you're going to be. It could be a week. It could be 2 weeks before you see the episode. So boo-hoo. So yeah, that's just the way it is. So. This is really going to hurt Bleach. This is the last arc, so it's not like there's nothing else. If Bleach had more arcs than they were going to make it the anime, this would destroy it because it's getting no press. It's not going to be seen by people in the States until it's already past the excitement stage. So the fact of the matter is, it's going to hurt. They're not going to get a lot of viewers. Okay, I mean, if you have Disney Plus, hooray for you. But if you don't have Disney Plus, yeah, you're out of luck. It's not going to be simulcast. So you'll be seeing the episode on Disney Plus. You won't be able to see it for weeks. All right. So let's take a look at it from that angle. Now, so there's going to be games coming out. It would not surprise me, at least if OG's already got their hands and their developers dipping into creating a game based on 1,000-Year Blood War, simply because they're not doing anything in this game. They're throwing up soul boxes that have already occurred. They're not making any new. The only new character we've had, roughly in about the last 8 months, I think, is the character that we had for the travel season here. Soy Fawn, as you can see, this is not really. They just Soy Fawn with a different outfit on. They didn't really. She's got a pretty good set. She's got a pretty good kit, but she is a pay to play character. She's not worth it. And if the game was going to be continuing on and they were going to be, yeah, it might be something, but it's not. So I managed to snatch up how many shards? I think I got something like 35, 40 shards for her. Where are you at, Sweet Fine? This is Haneiko. She's the actual other character inside of the Soul Box event that's up along with Urahara. 32 shards for Soy Fawn. Travel edition Soy Fawn. I've got the original Soy Fawn at 7 stars. She's an excellent character. So yeah, not a very interesting soul box. All right, but yeah. So unfortunately, on the anime, so you're gonna have to find another method to actually view it if you want to view it roughly within the same week that it actually airs inside of Japan. Otherwise, you're gonna have to wait. But there are ways around that. Just have to explore those ways once you get a chance. Other than that, we've got a treasure trial up, of course, as always. Blow through this, complete it, and then go back through and try to get some of the actual characters. You should be able to complete it. It's really not that difficult in terms of that. But this is going to be only up for 3 more days, so make sure that you do get in there and participate. There's some good stuff inside of the shop. Um, uh, if you're into, certain things, uh, mainly you want to use the shop to get the actual items, awakening items for the character that's in there. But since I'm not doing that, yeah, but they are in here if you want to get them. But you're not going to get enough of the actual tokens right here to actually purchase any of that stuff without paying any money or dropping 25 to 30,000 worth of soul jade on this event. And even if you do that, it's probably not, because these don't drop very often. As you can see, I've done 53 pools, and I've got 9 of them. Okay, and one of those was a 5. Okay, the first time I got any coins, that was a 5 coin pull, which is like really rare. Okay, what is that rate? What is the rate for that? A 5, this 5 coin right here, so it's souvenir coins. That's a 2% drop rate. Other times after that, it's been 1, so I've hit it 4 times. So 52 pulls, I've managed to get 4 coins. Okay, like I said, I got lucky on 1 and hit a 5. But yeah, that's 2%. So 10% is what you're going to be looking for. Okay, so I should be able to snatch up one coin. Okay, if not, should be able to get it on 1 pull, one 10 pull summons, which I'll throw 3,000 at it, simply because of the fact that I've got 63,000. So it's not like 3,000 is going to break my seriously break my, but that'll enough to get me the time tokens that I need, and then I can go into the shop here. Go to the event shop. You'll be seeing Travel Soifon in here, the character, but it'll be a few weeks, probably. I think it's about usually like a month or 2 before the show actually be transmuted into here. Okay, so you have to wait if you want to continue with her. But yeah, getting the 10 will give me 16. That'll allow me to buy 2 sets of 10 each. 20 tokens for Nemu, which is the character. That's the character I've decided to work on. I've got her broom. She's a total beast. So if you want to do focus on her, she's probably one of the best ones to focus for. She's excellent in terms of 1v1. She's a total beast, and she actually helps on the teams too. When her ghosts can activate, they'll attack and they just kill themselves. Yeah, the ghosts proc on them and they just die. Let me give you an example of how powerful she is. All you have to do is look inside of the challenge, extreme challenge. Okay, she's a tortoise. Look at the level I'm at on my challenge inside of my black tortoise compared to the other ones. I don't even focus much on this one anymore. But look at this. Still have not managed to get past 210 or 220 on these. These two are basically, I'm just getting annihilated. They go first. Okay, and because they're doing their rages on you, because they're dragons and tigers, you can rage quick on them. Usually get wiped or 3/4 of the way wiped before I have a chance to attack. I just can't come back from behind. Okay, Bird is, that's why I'm up to 220. I've been able to. I have a fairly decent team, and it's a Duke, but I'll usually have 1 or so left. I'll usually win the match. But look about Tortoise. Tortoise is what has. Is what Nemu is. She's a tortoise. So that's the highest that I've got. So, and she's a big part because it's amazing. You'll be going up against, okay, nobody rages at first. They go first. They attack, but they're not raging because tortoises never rage fast. You can sometimes go two moves before you'll see a rage out of some tortoises. But she applies her ghosts after that. Then when they start doing their rages, they start killing themselves because they take a massive amount of damage. So, especially when you get towards the end of the battle, it's really funny watching at the end of a battle. There'll be like 3 or 4 characters that are really low on health, but they'll all have ghosts applied on them. One of them will attack, and the ghosts will proc and kill all 3 of the people. Okay, it's what happens when you're doing 1v1, is that she applies the ghosts, you attack her with a ton of damage, and it in turn literally procs the damage back onto you with the ghosts. So it's really fun to watch. But that's the reason I've been able to get so high, is because of the fact that she is just, yeah, she's just a total beast. She's a tortoise. So my tortoise is doing much better than other teams, and it's primarily because of her. As you can see, I don't have a highly advanced tortoise team. Okay, I've got Urahara is the tortoise in team along with Nemu. Those are the only two main characters that I'm focused on that are tortoise. And then look at all my other high level characters. What is it that you're not seeing? You're not seeing tortoises. So I've got two high level characters, Urahara and Nemu, and I'm still doing much better than I am with a in the tiger or the dragon, where I have three high level characters maxed out. So that just gives you an idea about how powerful she is. If you want proof, that's the proof in the pudding right there. So yeah, that's where we're at this. But yeah, it's it's something to keep you occupied, something to have some fun with. The travel season event, 3 more days. Treasure trial, 10 more days. Season pass is almost going, so make sure you're jumping through here. You should be able to finish this as long as you're doing dailies. Do like the fact that they're now giving you tokens for the actual previous characters inside of here. No, come on. So if there's any one of the characters in here, these are the previous season pass characters. So if there's any character in here, this is a way to get a little bit of shards for it. Probably not going to have enough before the game ends, but it should be able to get one up to 5, 6, maybe 6 stars, or get close to 7 stars. If you start throwing Omni shards in it, you could definitely get 1 to 7 stars fairly quickly. So yeah, that's nice that they're doing that. Throwing a little bit of Omni shards in here too. I wish they would have kept the Omni shards inside the travel season events. At 50, you get like 10 Omni shards or something like that. That would have been nice, but they took them out. But there's other ways to get Omni shards. So, but yeah, I would like for them to speed that up a little bit, because, like I said, I think once 1,000 Year Blood War comes out, and those mobile games for that start rolling out, people are going to be abandoning this game. I will be. I mean, I'm not going to continue to play this game. They've already said that they're not going to update anything in terms. They're not going to be releasing any new characters. All events from now on will be the holiday events, which you're seeing right now with this travel season, and soulbox events, which is good, because if it's a character, you want a soulbox event as a way to get the weapon. That's really the main reason you pull on soulbox events, is because it's a way to get a weapon for the character that you want. You don't have to worry about any, trying to find the almost impossible to acquire UR weapon select chests. You can get it at soulbox, just usually within 10 pools. So yeah, that's the one reason to do it. As for the rest of it, yeah, I'll be leaving it. I don't see any reason sticking around. I enjoy playing the game, and I enjoy playing the game not because of this game, but because of Bleach. This game is exceedingly. It's not bad. I can knock out my dailies in this thing in like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So it's really not, and I do that. I knock them out in the morning. Sometimes I'll hit it in the evening just to clear out. And if I do hit it in the evening, I'll just basically hit the character. I'll go down to the character I'm working on right now. I'm working on I'm going in order, maxing out. As you can see, I've maxed out all these characters. I'm now maxing out Urahara. And I'll just drop in, and I'll just do this, and I'll sweep it until I get rid of all of the actual stamina. And that's all. The only thing I'm doing is my stamina. I'm holding this for whatever. I decide which character I'm going to possibly bring up in UR format. I didn't want to waste it on him. I'm actually thinking I might actually do it, because I've decided to go ahead and maybe focus on one of the characters on a side note. And I'm thinking I want to do Urahara, because I don't have him. So I was thinking to maybe go ahead and put something into him. I'm still debating it, because I'm going to be taking him 4-star, because I'm going to get 10 more shards inside of the season pass, and I'll choose him again, and that'll take me up to a 4-star, which will make him utilization. And Yagaraku is one of my favorite characters, but the fact is, I mean, he's the new leader of Soul Hall in 1,000 Year Blood, where he takes over when Yamamoto gets killed. I hope I didn't spoil that for anyone, but I'm probably not, as I'm sure it's all over YouTube as to what's going to happen. So we'll just get to see it in action when the anime is released. Anime should be, I think it's about a month and a half, 2 months away. I think is when it's supposed to be released. I could be wrong, but Yeah, so I decided to go ahead and hold on to that. If I do decide to go ahead and invest something in him a little bit, then I'll have a bunch of stamina I can throw at him to get him up real quick by keeping the bento. That's 500 stamina right there. I think it's 50 for each bento, and I've got 10 of them. So that should be 500 stamina. That'd be a chance to bring somebody up. Definitely take somebody up in an enhancement level real easy. So that's what I'm holding on to it for. But yeah, so Treasure Child Travel Season, and of course the Soul Box event. Haneiko and Urahara. Yeah, not bad characters, but none of them are in game. So I would just wait until the next Soul Box event comes up. I assume they're going to be start rolling out. They seem to. They had one like a week and a half ago, or a week ago. I was not expecting another one this fast, simply because they brought up the travel event. I didn't think they'd run a Soul Box event in the middle of the travel event, but they did. So it seems like they're going to be holding to a schedule. You're probably going to still see a Soul Box event probably every 2 weeks. It's really easy to do. All they have to do is pull it out and rerun it. They're not going to make any new. My assumption is they'll just be continue rerunning the old Soul Box event. So it only takes a person or two to just, point to that event and initiate it, because it's already been created and it's already been set. The process for it's already been set to run. So even though they only have a couple of people maintaining it, it's really easy for them to set up this stuff. This is just a few clicks in the system to run this particular process. This I was a little bit surprised, because yeah, if they've only got a handful of people, this takes a lot more work. But if you look at this closely, you'll notice that the format is similar, very, very similar to the previous ones that they've done. So really all they had to do was just actually change the graphics and throw in a character with a different outfit. Okay, this takes a little bit of time, not so much to make the character, but the skill set for the character. It takes a little bit of time, so that's probably what they spend most time. And if all they have to really do for an event is just make a skill set for a character, yeah, that's something that they could do, because the next event is not going. You've got several months between events, sometimes even more than that between a holiday event. So that's plenty of time for them to make a skill set for a character if there's only a few people doing it. And then basically under that, it's run this process, initiate. And in this case, the travel season, just apply the new graphics to the boxes. So it's not something that, since it's a holiday event, they got a lot of space and a lot of time to do that. So it's something to keep them busy in between the downtime. They can just, be updating for the next event. I assume the next event we have will probably be the Halloween event, would be my assumption. October 31st, which is in 30, so you're looking at about 55 days or so to the Halloween event. And we'll see what they got out. Hopefully they'll give us an event, and we'll get to see some Nemu shards in there. Would be nice. She's the one I'm working on. They do have previous characters in this one. Right here. So I'm hoping that they'll have, when they come up with the new event, they might have a new character. Wouldn't surprise me if they did. And they'll have Nemu in here in the shop, hopefully. What would really be nice for the Halloween event is they just reintroduce Nemu. Would be awesome. Then I'd be able to get a bunch more shards for her. But I doubt very seriously. They'll probably have some type of a new Halloween character. We could check, actually. Let's go into the actual team, into the archive, and let's see if they've thrown down anything for a Halloween event. They have travel season. Okay, so it doesn't look like they've thrown anything down, because it'd be Halloween Special Edition 2022. There's not a box for it yet, but they probably haven't introduced. They're probably still building the character. So yeah, don't see anything for it yet, but it would be really nice if they just reintroduced her. Would be really nice. But they'll probably do a Halloween Special Edition 2022 character. I have to see who it is. But I'm still going to stick with Nemu. She's in the event shop, so I can work on her in tandem with that. I could bring her up right now, just using Omni Shards, but she's not. I haven't committed to main team character yet. I really want to get one of my back lines done, so I can start trying to advance inside of the dragon. or the tiger. Um, you know, extreme challenge is what I want. I think I'm close. I'm really close. I just if I had another 7, I think I'd be in good shape. So that's what I'm working on, another 7-star max out. All right, so that's all I got. So thanks a lot for listening to me go on. But yeah, ever get in there? It's still going on. Still people playing, not as much as they used to. But if you do like the IP, it's a way to get a little bit of Bleach in until the anime comes out. And then we can start focusing on that. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on it. You get notified each time I drop a video. So remember to subscribe and like and share the video, as that also helps the channel. As you know, liking and sharing helps that YouTube algorithm. It sees it and it's like, ooh, this must be really good. And then it allows more people. It pushes it out more often and allows more views. And of course, views is what determines how well the video is. All right. So again, this is Kenner, still coming at you of the quarter. If you're in the States, happy Labor Day. Talk at you next time. Signing out.